Hello guys and welcome back to another game. We're on Arena, which is something a little bit different. I've got it in a little bit faster speed, normally just starting off straight away, because we all know that during Dark Age and Arena, not really a lot happens, unless you can get a sneaky drush, which, look, it's something I haven't really seen much of, but at the same time, I've seen 2 or 3 games and it's been really interesting. Basically, for it to happen, what you're going to see is someone's going to be scouting out around their base. Basically, opponent's going to drop a scout under this gate, keep it up, and eventually come down with the 4 barracks and just drush in, and if someone's not prepared for it, it's basically GG. So, we're on Arena today, something a little bit different, just because Arabia starts to bore me every now and then, and I like seeing different styles of play. Generally seeing different styles of play, you need to get onto different styles of maps. As far as it goes, if you know me, you know I hate water maps, just because I hate seeing galley after galley getting produced, so maybe I'll throw 1 or 2 in there. Every now and then I'll do a little bit of a hybrid map, but we'll see exactly. But if you guys want to see like a hell of a lot of water maps, let me know, because maybe I'll do it. I know I'm not going to commit to that right now. So, getting off Arabia, so basically Arena, different style of play, which is really cool. So we'll go through, have a look at what we've got. We've got a Japanese mirror here at the moment. In the blue we've got Slam, really fantastic player overall. He's going to be on this channel so much, so just get used to it. He's one of my favorites. I see a lot of interesting play from him, so definitely going to be seeing a lot of him in the future. His opponent, playing in the pink, purple, whatever you want to call it, also as a Japanese, because we are in a Japanese mirror. We have What's My Age Again, probably better known as Stefan. I hope I'm getting the AKA right there. If not, correct me in the chat, so at least I can go through and make sure I've getting my own notes right. And yeah, so Arena, couple of different styles we really can see. You can see the boom straight into Imperial, then wreck your opponent with trebuchets, because there's not really much they can do about it if they haven't boomed up. Especially if, of course, you do see a 1TC power play into Imp, really famous by Eddie. So if you know who Eddie is, you probably know the tactic really well. Basically, you just go for a fast Imp, really rely on the 1TC, get as many villages out as you can, but at the same time, get a hugely powerful Imp time, and really just blow your opponent out of the water with pretty much technology. From there, you can castle drop your opponent's walls, and then bust in through there, go in with castle units, or, probably the most common, you see people drop a forward siege workshop, forward monastery, and then just push for it and eventually take their opponent out with mangonels. So, those are really some of the things we can see. Generally, you don't see a lot happen in Feudal Age because walls are really hard to get through. So unless you can get something stuck under there, or if you want a tower hop, which is something I went into in Birdie's Quest. If you want to go see like a bunch of really cool tricks that I can't really explain too well in these kind of games, go watch Birdie's Quest. Absolutely fantastic. Made by the guys from AOC Box, so pretty much looking directly at Decision, who's awesome. If you don't know, pretty much behind all the new Forgotten Empires, stuff like that. So worth checking him out as well. But that was a really good campaign setting. And if you don't know lots of tips and tricks, things like that, lots of little tricks in the game, definitely go watch it, because actually, I think I did pretty well explaining that one. And you won't usually hear me saying I did pretty well. So, before we get too into it, let's have a look at the map real quick, see if anyone's got a big advantage. Both players starting to get up towards Castle Age now, but what have we got? Well, Feudal Age, sorry, but then on their way to Castle, I guess. That was a really bad save. Anyway, Slam can have his main gold over here on the right, so if a castle does get dropped down here, he can get pushed off it quite easy. Won't be able to hit them, but at the same time can be able to get units in here very quickly to do some damage. Berries in the back, which is always nice, no real forward can hurt that one, and he does have his wood in the back as well, so not really looking like he's in a bad scenario. Does have his stone on the front though, so can actually get compromised here if a castle does get dropped down in this kind of area here, just because it will be able to attack, and again, won't be able to get full saturation on that one with kills, but at the same time, going to be in a good position to at least push in on it. The bad news is though for Slam, all his extra resources are outside the walls. So looking at these guys here, if he does get forwarded, could be in trouble, especially if he gets pushed off this gold over here. Jumping down to Stefan, what have we got? Market Blacksmith getting thrown up, so of course seeing a fast castle. Gold in the back, so in a really safe location for this one. Can actually wall it off as well if he does need to. So going to be in a good spot for that one. Berries in the back as well, so looking quite good still. And then what have we got? Stone in the back. And he's got an extra gold in the back and extra berries in the back. So he's actually looking like he's got a really good defensive setup here. But both players, of course, rushing for Castle Age as quickly as possible. Populations at the moment, we've got 28 for Slam, 27 for Stefan. Of course, Stefan means he will be ahead in the Castle Age time. So roughly about 20 seconds, which pretty much translates directly to a villager. As for relic setup, it looks like Stefan's got the easy advantage here, because he's going to have 1, 2... and then a third on this side over here, actually within the walls. Then he's going to have the other 2 in the middle of the map. So we've got 5 in play, but Slam having none directly in front of him, 2 being out across the map, I'd say in the midway point, and then Stefan having 3 back at base, which is going to be really, really helpful for him, especially if he does want to get nice and aggressive. Both players going for the blacksmith market, of course, because it is the easiest way to get up into the castle age. From there, it's going to be interesting to see what we do see from both players. Slam, with that amount of wood he's got there, definitely looks like he could be going for a 2 TC drop, and the fact he hasn't sent any villagers forward yet, pretty much saying that one. As goes for Stefan, pretty much looks like he's going to be going for the same thing. That said, we do have 2 villagers moving forward, unless he's going to drop a TC or something up here, which would be very irregular. Then I don't know, unless he's going just for a Siege Workshop Monastery push, because he does have a bit of gold in the bank there, but at the same time, not seeing any town centers get dropped, and it looks like double Monastery, so it looks like he's looking to get aggressive as quickly as possible. As for Slam, what are we going to see? Extra TCs, and he's going for the double Monastery as well. Interesting, this is really good actually, this should make for a really interesting game. So again, I'm going to speed things along, just because both players are just ecoing up, getting their military idea right. And pop-wise, we're pretty much looking at a pretty solid difference as well, so nothing too major. There goes the second TC from Slam. Are we seeing a second TC yet from Stefan? No, looks like he's going to be committing to this push as much as possible. And there goes down the Siege Workshop and the third Monastery. He's really looking like he wants to get in here. Sanctity on the way as well. Town Center going down for Slam. So Slam looks like he's going to try and just defend this one and eco up as much as possible, whereas we can see Stefan is going to get nice and aggressive very, very quickly. There's a couple of ways this can play out. One being Stefan rolls in there, completely steamrolls Slam, pushes him out of the game, takes victory. Starts pushing in against Slam. Slam manages to hold it off, and while that's happening, he manages to boom up his eco. If Slam can boom up his eco, he will eventually be able to steamroll back, because Stefan's just not going to have the units that he needs and the resources to get the units out that he needs to really be able to push it back. So basically, from here, the longer the game goes, the more pain Stefan's going to be in. The quicker he can end this, the better situation he's going to be in, of course, because he's going to get the win. But at the same time, if Slam can drag this out, he's going to be able to out-eco his opponent very, very quickly. That's it. I don't think we're even seeing any more town centers back at home yet. No. So Slam's just getting his third one up now, about to finish that one up. So we're going to have to see some very, very, very aggressive play from Stefan here if he does want to take it. So villager count going to start evening out, and then of course Slam going to start taking over it, provided it's not really called to do too much, but he has a lot of villagers on gold there, so he will be able to keep the monk production up as well. Redemption on the way, and it looks like the monks are going to be in fairly soon, because he has nothing out to combat this ram at the moment. Can't get a siege workshop or anything up, because he doesn't have the wood income, just because, well, he has the wood income, he just doesn't have the wood supplied, because he's built the 2 town centers, and of course very expensive units overall. How are we looking back here? And is that a watchtower? No, outposts are going for their sight as well. Line of sight, super, super important as well. Something that a lot of people really do neglect in this game. Of course, Town Watch, said to be one of the most powerful upgrades in the game, depending who you talk to, of course, but most of the high up players will agree it's easier to defend against something if you know it's coming. So looking at this, we do have the Mangonel down as well. It looks like he has busted in here as well. We've got a couple of monks up under the TC. Not going to be able to see too much going on here though. Starting to get an extra bit of walling up going on. Looks like there is going to be a gap here, but the smith going to be starting to take down. Same goes for the market. Going to be getting the damage in there, and naturally looking at the villager pop straight away, we can see Slam at 39. We can see Stefan at 34. So it is quite even, but at the same time, Slam, the longer this runs, the easier it is going to be him for him to just out boom and just push and push and push. Monks, of course, having that huge 9 range, meaning they're going to be able to start converting villagers under the TCs. So Slam going to have to be very, very careful of that one and find a way to really be able to, I guess, avoid this happening to him. Extra outposts up as well, so still going for more line of sight. I'll show you what I mean by this as well. So it basically means he can see what's going on around the area before it happens. And there's the Mangonel coming out. Looks like we have the scout as well. What are we going to see here? House coming up, because of course you want to keep these forward villages as busy as possible. Market is going to go down, and it looks like he got the first convert there. Managed to get the convert on the monk. Looks like these two might get converted. Yeah, so he lost 1 monk, we got 2 back. He did lose the Mangonel though. That's not going to be too big an issue. Still quite expensive, but at the same time, looks like this monk going to get taken out, and Scout getting deleted off there as well. Looks like we are seeing a pretty big convert war here right now. Trying to get the monk back, and of course going to get it back because they just moved too slowly. This, of course, is just going to turn into a huge micro war at the moment, and it looks like that monk might just get out of there by the looks of things. This is actually really tense right now because the eco for Slam's starting to really ramp up. We can see there's starting to be quite a bit of difference, 35 to 42. Any extra TCs back here? No, still no extra TCs. It looks like he has gone super, super aggressive with this one. So, like I said, if Slam can hold this at bay, eventually he's just going to be able to steamroll his opponent. Blacksmith, though, going to get taken down. Really needs to figure out a way to deal with this, because, of course, if he does start losing all his buildings, just not going to be in a good spot whatsoever. Market coming up in the back as well. Looks like he does need to trade some resources. How are we looking? Looks like he has a lot of wood there, and he's going to trade some of that off for gold. Problem here being, though, some of these monasteries are going to start going down to these rams, and if he can take these monastery downs, Slam loses all his production means. And if that happens, he's going to be forced to put more up in the back, and it's just going to be issue after issue for him. Scout, of course, still getting as much scouting information as he can. And house, good location, Back at base, still most of this going on. I might have to speed this up for a minute, because it looks like we are getting a little bit stalematey here. And another outpost going up, so looking to get really, really good sight here at the moment. Doesn't want any nasty surprises. That said, though, Slam does have a lot of monks out on the field now, so both players can be able to really start getting some serious converts here. Second ram is down as well, so it looks like he is trying to get some serious damage done now as well. And defensive outposts, or I guess line of sight outposts coming up as well, so you're going to be able to see no surprises from that one as well. Monks moving out around the side here. Looks like they want to try and get a couple of sneaky converts in. That's a lot of monks, though, from Stefan. Like, a lot of monks. Trying to get the convert on the scout. Looks like he might be able to get it. Is he going to get it? He should heal this monk. Got the scout convert, but that's 3 already lost. 1 down here, and it looks like we could be seeing some more. That's a 4th. How are we going down here? That's a 2nd lost, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another one down here. So this is what we're going to be prepared for, guys. See lots and lots of monk converts. I hope you're ready for it. Healing it as quickly as possible. Trying to get more converts down here. Players basically not knowing what to do with themselves right now. Getting some villagers to try and deal with these battering rams. But it basically looks like we're in for some convert warfare here, guys. Ooh, it looks like Slam might have come out on the wrong side of this one. Starting to lose some units as well. And still seeing some converts happen as well. Trying to get these guys out of here before too much can happen. But that's just a lot of monks. A lot of monks. Stables coming up in the back here as well. Looks like we are seeing a mill go down as well. So it looks like Slam expanding out, trying to make sure he can't lose all his eco to this. Of course, getting some scouts in there going to be very, very effective versus the monks. That said, there's just so many of them, I don't know how he's going to be able to deal with them now. Because, of course, they can heal each other, and as long as they can keep the heal rates up, there's not really too much a couple of monks are going to be able to deal with. So that's, of course, Mangonel. Mangonels can one-hit monks, and it can be a huge issue for monks. Looks like he might be about to lose this monk, and hopefully he's scouted this as well, so he knows exactly what's going down outside the base here. Really needs to find a way to be able to deal with this battering ram. At the moment, there's really just not much he can do against it, just because anything that comes out to try and deal with the battering rams, it's going to get converted, and that's a huge issue. Light cavalry on the way for Slam. Looks like he knows what his game plan is here. Extra stable going down as well, and looks like we do have a town center going down out here as well. And these rams, man, are actually getting such good value. They're getting some serious building kills. Not something we usually see this close into a game, just because we're not even at minute 30 yet. And of course, seeing buildings get taken down like this, not very common at all. Extra villager gets taken out there. Looks like that wall started getting built. And houses, more stables, and we're going to start seeing a lot of light cavalry out for Slam. Looks like he's going to be able to potentially come back in here, hopefully just gut these monks with light cavalry. Not sure exactly how it's going to go down. If you can get a siege workshop or something up at the front and destroy the eco, going to be in a good place, but at the same time, it means he needs to get there without losing all his units, because that's just so many damn monks on the field at the moment. And Slam's actually lost all his monasteries as well, so unless he puts up some defensive ones at the back or at the back over here, not really going to be able to do too much with it. Looks like he is going to start committing to the light cavalry though. Gold mine at the front here as well, so making sure he's got as much gold income as he can. Fletching going down for Stefan as well, so not exactly sure what the plan is with that one. We've got some more villagers coming forward though, so not exactly sure what he does want to go for. He's going down for a yes. Going for the castle drop as well. Castle drops on arena, something very, very common, yet very, very powerful. They're extremely hard to deal with, and it looks like we do have another town center coming up in the back here as well. And no one's gone for the relics yet. Very, very interesting considering the amount of monks on the field at the moment. This one castle pretty much going to be able to cement Stefan in a really good spot here to be able to deal with this. Just because, of course, this castle is going to come up and it's going to take pretty much this entire area here with it. As pretty much staging point for these monks. You're not going to want to run into that one. We do have a spear out in play, which of course is a very smart move considering the amount of cavalry we are going to start seeing from Slam in this one, and it looks like it has all been scouted. Gonna put down an outpost there as well, cheeky little outpost, because why not? Blacksmith coming up, and looks like he's gonna start trying to get the converts on the rams. Managed to get one there, got the second as well. Gonna need to get more monks in there to be able to do it, and it looks like he's gonna try and use it against this castle. Ooh, this is really interesting actually, and it looks like he's gonna get defensive with the ram. Castle, so they're within range of each other, so he's going to lose this TC. Looks like this TC is going to get taken down as well. Ram on ram here though, and ooh, really good play by Stefan. Managed to take that one out. Wheelbarrow going down, and it looks like this TC is going to be no more. Really needs to find a way to be able to deal with this, but at the same time, any units that does try and deal with this problem at the moment, going to just get converted. So this is some really good play by Stefan. Villager counts at the moment, we're looking at 46 to Stefan, 74 for Slam. So Slam easily has the eco lead at the moment, but the problem is he's getting so many idols and he's losing so many buildings and units, it's just not being able to really take the advantage he needs. This town center at the moment, pretty much going down as soon as his castle goes down. Ram's going to get karate chopped to death by the looks of things, so they'll be alright. But at the same time, look at that, getting pushed away by the monks straight away. That huge 9 range, just so hard to deal with. Bunch of light cavalry out in play though. Blacksmith is down. What have we got? No upgrades on these guys as of yet though. And those light cavalry hopefully going to be able to get in here and do some damage. But of course, just being so many monks, there's not really too much you can do about it. Stefan not looking like he's on his way up to the next age yet either, so no early Imperial, but it looks like the monks going to come down, try and do some kind of converts against these guys. Monks moving out across the field here, and well, I don't really think there's too much that can be done here. Looks like that house will be first on the chopping block, and then, of course, the town center will be next. Trying to get some converts by the looks of things from inside the walls here. Battering ram still out in place, so can potentially try and take it down. But like Cav at the moment, he needs a lot more of it to be able to deal with this. Some extra town centers up around the map as well. So it looks like Slam really starting to spread his eco out. Of course, Stefan is a good section into his base though, so it is going to make it quite hard. Alright, this is getting very stalematey, guys. I love seeing the amount of monks in the field at the moment, but this is just progressing way too slow at the moment, which is pretty much what you see with monks in this kind of play. Monks are moving in across the map. We do have the light cavalry there. Whether or not they're just looking for an opening, they'll actually be able to push across here, I don't know. But, so they're trying to find a way in at the moment, and it's just not there, sadly. Don't know exactly what the game plan is going to be for Slam. He really has no options at the moment. Going down with an archery range, are we looking at like he's trying to go to Imp? Not at all. Not at all. No way into his opponent's base right now. The eco is safe. It's pretty minuscule, but at the same time, it hasn't copped any damage, so it's keeping you on par at the moment. Slam scores at the moment, looking like 50 points difference, so very, very small. And crossbows out as well. Pikeman has been researched for Stefan, so he's going to be able to deal with his light cavalry quite effectively, especially considering they have no upgrades on them. But he's going to need to get a lot of crossbows to deal with these monks, because a couple of converts off those guys, and the monks are going to have paid for themselves very, very easily. Look at that, we see University, we see a bunch of archery ranges going up, Town Center going up as well, just a couple of light cav out to get the defense going, and man, look at that, just getting taken down so easy. We do see a huge population difference at the moment of about 10 units, which I don't want to say huge, but still at the same time, for a game like this is a huge difference in population. Military strength looking at 20 versus 49, whereas villagers were looking at 90 versus 48. So there is a huge military out on the field at the moment for Stefan, whereas Slam, he's just got a couple of light cav. That's all he's got out at the moment. It's all he's really going to be able to use at the moment. So Town Center is going to be putting him in a good place here. Another aggressive castle coming up, going to be able to take out all this. And Slam actually losing pretty much all the TCs in the back of his base at the moment. Padded archer armor going down. We're going to need to see a lot of crossbows come out into play. And we're really going to need to see him crack into his opponent's eco here. Because if he can get on top of this gold, get on top of this wood, all that, he can pretty much shut his opponent right down. Which is exactly what he needs to be doing. But University, another town center. Looks he's getting really aggressive with the town centers. Not sure exactly why. Of course, they do help for pop, but I don't know. Monks coming in. Looks like they're trying to get some converts at the moment, forcing the garrison to the TC. Those battering rams, again, just pushing out, killing those houses off so easily. There's quite a few units on the field now, but this just, still, it might not be enough. Siege Workshop is going down, so hopefully he will be able to get in the base, do a little bit of harass. We do have Bodkin, the first armor upgrade. There we go, there's Stefan going for that Power Imperial, though. Luma only just going down for Slam as well, but Imperial Age on the way for Stefan, so Stefan going to be able to get super aggressive with this one as well. Basically, what I always say about trebuchets is they are engagement makers. You can't hide behind your TCs, you can't hide behind a castle. If you're getting attacked by a trebuchet, you need to find a way to deal with it, or you are just going to be playing an uphill battle the entire time. Siege Workshop is up. Are we going to see a mangonel or a battering ram? That's my question. Is he looking to end this, or is he looking to try and push? Going in across here as well. Slam looks like he's thinking about going up into Imperial as well. He's just about got the resources there, but he needs to find a way to actually utilize them. And what are we saying? Mangonel? No. Market coming up at the front. This is his third market, guys. Third market that's being constructed. Barracks up, and it looks like this TC has managed to defend itself for now. But that said, the Imperial Age is defined. It's going to be so deadly once it's happened. That said, eco at the moment, we're looking at double the eco for Slam, so he definitely has the resource income to be able to match his opponent. It's just a matter of if he's got too far away already. Like I was saying earlier in the game, Stefan still hasn't finished Slam, and because of that, Slam's eco has just absolutely run away on him. He's not really going to be able to find a way to deal it. Looks like he's going to convert the house and actually delete it to get into his opponent's base at the moment. Really smart move. Thumb ring on the way as well. And if he can get in with some light cav, especially like this, especially onto here. Second 2C is finally up for Stefan though. But if he can get in here with some units and just disrupt this eco, it's going to be a very, very uphill battle for Stefan to actually be able to hold on here. And let's see what we've got. The monks are moving out across the map, and that's just so many damn monks. There's just nothing you can really do with them at the moment. Crossbows can take out the pikes. Monks getting pulled back. The light cav raiding though, this is where it's really going to hurt. Because if he gets down over here and looking at it, it looks like Stefan's going to actually need to push out of his base to actually take some more resources at the moment. Just because stone is here, gold is here. Stefan's army though, all the way over here. Looks like he's got some stone income there. Looks like another outpost coming up. But at the same time, Stefan's so close to running out of resource at the moment. This could actually be his undoing. And in come the units. Ballistics going down for Slam as well. Nearly going to be able to click up to Imperial Age as well. Imperial Age has been done for Stefan, so again, wouldn't be surprised to see a Trebuchet or two to try and deal with these units out in the field. And it looks like, oh, there's a lot of damage going down under this TC at the moment. A lot of damage. Managed to get a couple of converts there on the light cavalry, but everyone's pretty much going to get pushed away. No gold income whatsoever at the moment. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see Stefan actually just run out of eco. If he runs out of eco here, Slam's going to be able to take, because all these villages are not going to be able to garrison in this TC, and there's enough, yeah, light cavs here to really do some serious damage. The monks are moving in, there's a lot of crossbows out in play at the moment. These monks need to be doing something. You've got so much army here that you're doing nothing with. Managed to only just garrison the TC, but look at the amount of villages we're going to see lost over here. 47 to 107, that's a 60 villager difference at the moment. Pop for Slam's 156 versus 100 of Stefan. He started off so strong, managed to get so much damage in there, but it just didn't happen at the end of the day. Light cavalry, of course, is quite resistant to any monk kind of counter there, so going to be able to deal with that one. If he gets in on top of these monks without losing too many of these guys, he just lost another one there. That said though, the eco damage at the moment's been absolutely huge. 46 to 109 villagers. It's, yeah, Slam's going to start steamrolling this one unless we see something. There's the Trebuchet, like I said, trying to force the engagement there, and taking out the farms back home. Starting to get a couple of converts by the looks of things. But it looks like the monks will get taken out now as well, because they are all on recharge time, which of course, not good at all, especially for Stefan, who's going to have trouble with his eco now. All these units down here, look at just the pitiful amount of villages he's got out in the field now. He's not going to be able to hold up to that one. Scale barding on the way, husbandry on the way. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see the GG from Stefan at any moment now, just because there's nothing he can really do to push back with this. He needs to push into this side of the base over here, but all he's got is monks, and monks require a huge amount of micro to be effective, and in the numbers they are, being able to micro them all effectively, I just don't think it's going to happen. Look at this, there's just units in his base at the moment looking for more basic stuff to kill. That's the easy answer for this. He's just looking for stuff to kill, and there's just not that much left there for him to actually be able to kill. Man, this is very, very bad for Stefan. I'm not sure exactly what he's going to be able to do. Slam going to hit Imperial Age very, very shortly. No stone income really for Slam at the moment, so he's not going to go for a castle or anything. But he is throwing down some siege workshops, and it looks like Stefan is getting ready to make his move here. We'll be going for some converts. If he can get a huge amount of converts, it's going to be in a good way, especially converting his opponent's army against him, basically taking a number off him, adding it to himself. But Arbalest, Bracer, Handcart, we're looking at some stupid upgrades going down for Slam at the moment, just because he's got that huge eco to be able to back it up. Capped Ram as well. More of these guys getting moved out. Looks like he's going to be pushing in with these as well, but he needs to get in here and start damaging these monks. Problem being, there's just going to be so many of them. If he gets in there with the crossbows even, the monks just aren't going to be able to deal with the amount of crossbows here, and this is exactly what we're seeing. We're just seeing a bit of a monk slaughter go down. There's quite a few converts, but at the same time, so many crossbows and Arbalest that it's just impossible to deal with. Good hits by the... yeah, really good hits by the Mangonels, actually. They just don't have the numbers to be able to deal with this one. Trying to get the converts still. Monks, of course, super powerful, but requiring all that micro, and it's just time you do not have in a game like this where it goes down so quickly. The Arbalest just dealing with the monks so effectively because they've got the 8 range now, so they can actually start countering the monks. Like I said, we are seeing quite a few converts happening, but at the same time, Slam is just pulling himself so far ahead at the moment, there's really not much that Stefan can do about it. Monks, of course, being forced to withdraw, but of course, ballistics being researched, the Arbalest having range, it just means they're just going to get picked off slowly. Heavy Plow just going down for Slam now as well, and I'm thinking this is starting to look like GG, guys. There's nothing you can really do against this one. Only a couple of monks left. He's down to 6 military. Oh, wow. 55 population in total compared to the 150 of Slam. That is so much. And there's the GG. Game has been called, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This was something really, really different and exciting to watch, especially on a map that we don't see a lot of the time. So I hope you enjoyed the game, guys. Remember to subscribe, because I'm going to be doing hopefully heaps and heaps of stuff. So hit that subscribe button, because we'll see if we can get over 20, and that'd be nice. Alright, have a good night, guys. I'll catch you later.